Hi guys, in today's video we wanna talk about if an AD carry should use flat AD or armor penetration quintessences. So first we wanna take a look at both. So the armor penetration will give us 3 times 2.56 armor penetration for 1025 per rune. So we will end up spending 3075 IP. When we will use attack damage, we will get 3 times 2.25 for the same price. So what we want to do is we want to check which of these are when in the game better. So I said we're gonna take 4 scenarios, and we take these with 2 champions. One time we will use Misfortune and one we will use Varus. So basically on both champions we will use these masteries with 5 points in armor, also 5 points in armor penetration, and weapon expertise where we will ignore 8% of the target's armor. So this will also be in our calculation, which I will show later. For the runes, we will one time use these ones. There we have the 19 armor penetration, which all these are armor penetration. We will use 9 times the 1.41 armor, and we will use magic resist, which doesn't, we won't take that into account. So the other page will be this page with the same here, but we will use other quintessences, so we won't use this exact same page, we won't use these 2 lifesteal, we will use another of these 2.25 attack damage quintessences. So what we get will be 6.75 attack damage at level 1 and also at level 18. So the next thing I want to do is I want to talk about the armor. So each champion got his own armor. There's his base armor plus the plus armor per level. So in Misfortune we have 15 as base and 3 each level. So at level 1 we will have 18. So now we gonna go into this first open office. And here we see we have 36 armor at level 1, and here we said we only have 18, so where does the other one come from? So at one time, like these 5 armor from our masteries, and then the 9 times 1.1 for 1 in our runes. So both misfortunes, in this case we will both use misfortunes, we get 36 armor. So this scenario takes a level 1 fight with only a Doran's Blade and the masteries and runes we had talked about. So the damage with a Doran's Blade is 63 for the armor penetration quints, and of course 3 times 2.25 more when we use AD Quints. So what I did when I wanted to calculate the real damage is we'll take this damage here and we will take it times 100 divided by 100 plus the armor. So in this case it would be 100 divided by 100 36, but we also have to take into account that we have already some armor penetration. So what I did there is, this is the armor and we will take it times 1.94 because we have weapon expertise with ignores 8% of the armor. Then also we have the 5% also from the masteries, and then on this case we only have 11.52 from our runes. So we will get a level 1 damage from 59.5. 95.5. On the other hand, we have here only 63, and here we have the the same thing, but we will also take these armor penetration, and then we get 57.5 damage. So it's a difference of 2 damage at level 1. So this is 3.5%. So at level 1 with armor penetration we will have 3.5% less damage. So what I did then is I set a scenario 2 where we have the same things but a Doran's Blade and we are level 6. So the armor increased because of the 3 armor Misfortune get per level, and the damage increased of course, from 1 time the BF sword and 1 also the damage per level. So I did the same. At this point I have to say level 6 Doran's Blade isn't always that easy, but when you have a good lane it should be possible. So now our real damage we see is with Armor Penetration Quints 0.9 damage more. This is 0.8%. So at level 6 with Armor Penetration Quints we will have an advantage over the one that takes AD Quints. This will get even more when we get to scenario 3 where we have still the Doran's Blade, a Bloodthirster and a Last Whisper. So when you have a Last Whisper, what you have to do is you have to take the armor times 0.57 because you have 35 from the Last Whisper plus these 8%, which is 43. So you only take 75% of the armor. So now we even do 5.3 more damage per auto attack with the Armor Penetration Quints. So this is 3% now. So we see at level 13 we will have a bigger advantage than we had at level 1, which will be for team fights very good. So in general I would think at level 5 or level 6 you will have the advantage over someone that takes AD Quints. And then I also take the end game where we have all items. I counted with an GA, so we got some extra armor. And also a Phantom Dancer, Last Whisper, Bloodthirster and Infinity Edge. This is of course not calculated with all these crit chance, crit damage. So what we have here is we have the same armor. We have here like 6.75 more damage, and we will get 5.9 more damage with Armor Penetration Quints. So this is 2.8%. So in late game, this Armor Penetration Quints will be a lot better. Now some people will say you only calculated it with Misfortune, so maybe on another AD carry it isn't that good, because here you can see that Armor Penetration Quints are a lot better unless you want to do something very crazy at level 1. So what I did here is I took Varus and I said we will build Blade of the Ruined King into an Infinity Edge. So I did the same again. Level 1 took the Varus armor, Varus damage, and here we see also 2 damage difference, which is 3.4%, like we had at Misfortune, because we have like this nearly the exact same stats. When we are at scenario 3, we didn't have an BF sword, but a cutlass. So we got less damage at this, and there we see that the difference is 0.2. So here at this stage AD Quints are still better. But this will change very soon, like with level 7 or level 8. Like we see here level 13 where we have a Blade of the Ruined King and an IE, which is very hard to get, but I really said this. Here we have like armor and like 6.75 more damage, and the real damage will be 2.4 more damage with Armor Penetration Quints. So this will be 1.7%. And the last scenario is like the end game again, where we got boots, and this time I got a Warmox, so I wanted to show that like when these AD carry don't got armor, which will be better. So of course here we see 6 more damage, like also we got here 5.9, here 6, 3.1%, so even on virus it is a lot better. Now a lot of people will maybe say that this is only a true calculation with 2 ADs, but of course if someone got another armor, you will still benefit from the armor penetration. So in general, armor penetration seems better than AD unless you wanna have a very strong early game. When you wanna have the best level 1, you can also use physical damage marks. This will grant like 8.5 or something more damage at the start, which will benefit of course when we don't take these armor penetration rats. So in general we saw that on an AD carry armor penetration seems a lot better because the late game is stronger, the mid game is stronger, and on certain AD carries you only be behind till level 5 or level 6. So in general I would say I would use armor penetration. I just bought them. I wanna test it out. Maybe I will make a video and say how I thought it is in the real thing. And yeah, I also will put some links to the websites into the description, and I will be looking forward to make more videos, maybe about buying Last Whisper, when to buy, even if you should buy a Last Whisper. I don't know, we will see. So thank you for watching, and like would be appreciated. Comments are always good, and if you want to subscribe, you can subscribe. Thanks for watching, and bye.